so many others that said you like a racehorse. I said you like a blowtorch. I said it took a long, long time to get here, but yeah, we made it, yeah, we made it. Every silver line was a gold mine as the sun was fading. Yeah, we made it, yeah, we made it. Yeah, we made it. And he said, I'm coming up, don't you dare bring me down. I'm coming up, don't you dare bring me down. And hey, hey, this night's not wasted. Hey, hey, I'm saying, yeah, we made it. I said it took a long, long time to get here, but yeah, we made it, yeah, we made it. Every silver line was a gold mine as the sun was fading. Yeah, we made it, yeah, we made it. I'll make you feel like magic. Make you feel like something's in your eye. Hello, tip stare, baby, move a couple times. See you undercover, baby, you can try to hide. I see you in disguise, baby, you can tell a lie. Oh, you can't fake it. Listen to your playlist when I'm alone. I know you hate it. I feel it in your tone, baby. You can't replace it. Pick up the phone, just admit that you want a piece of me. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel it. I'll make you feel like. I see what you want, you'll be thinking about the way I turn you on, but you see in the oasis in my.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Missed their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold got a long way forward to join the attack. Beckham. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thinks about the shot. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Beckham. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He won't be happy with that one. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Now it's Neymar. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's there to clear it. Massaro. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hazard. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Massaro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That'll be a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given.
Borussia Dortmund really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
That's a throw. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Oh, super find. Courtois claims comfortably. And it's Beckham. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's through, it's one-on-one. And the shot. And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Could be danger here. The ball has bounced loose now. Pacho. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Neymar plays it in. Tries to get it clear. Beckham. Neymar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling.
Oh no, what has happened here? Just the goalkeeper, and he shoots! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and keep...
Beckham! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now.
4 added minutes has been
Played
indicated.
right into his path. And he's lost his man here. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Alexander-Arnold has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Tacho with the clearance. Driving forward. And that's that. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good quality.
start calling upon to be a defender.
Now when this come the band called Sam Cootie alongside yours truly, Big Gangzilla.
I know do big man pass anybody. I know they do pass myself. I just want day. I know be everybody.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's aimed into the middle. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Knocks it into space.
Rijkaard.
Neymar. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Raya claims comfortably. And that is as far as they're going to go. He is through here. In towards the back stick. And it's hoisted clear. Bojan. Aimed beyond the defence. He's shifting for shoots! Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Nicely weighted ball.
Rijkaard.
Is always looking to break lines. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Rijkaard.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Danger averted for now. Referee's given a throw. Ball is over the line. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a goal kick. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Foyt. And it's Marquinhos. And it's Batistuta. That has ended up in no man's land. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Beckham. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Rijkaard. Bojan. Oh, it's come loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Can he get it through? Serginho looking to hit the byline here. He's got tall. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, there's a probing ball. Is there any support? He might not need it. Real chance here. Cleared without hesitation. Now, can they get him away? Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Well, that has not gone well. And he's managed to get rid. And here's Dani Olmo. He has found the way through. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's Beckham. 75 minutes played. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And the cross comes in. Marquinhos tries to clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's picked his way through, and Bojan! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Chance for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute
Beckham.
added time.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Decent chance! And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
I can tell this is how you looked when we met. You still have this effect. You are so incredible, credible. I didn't know what to say as the hours fell away. Our love is unmissable, missable. I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. I can tell this is a miracle. 'Cause in your world, I feel invincible. Even though we go high, we go low, we still find our way home. You know that you're all I need, all I need.
These are desperate times. A sequence of disappointing results has
Hello,
brought them to where
everybody,
they
and
are.
welcome to
Another one
today's
here,
match.
and they will be going down. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me.
So calm, I feel complete. Find my way with tired feet. Whispers in the cool night air. Promises beyond compare. Nighttime hides away our care. Moments we can always share. Let the beat drop. Eyes fade into dust.
And this is Beckham.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Batistuta. And he's picked out the run. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, they certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Oh, good ball.
And he shoots! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's a searching pass.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Batistuta, and that has left him in a heap. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Neuer claims it without any fuss. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Neymar.
That's going in strongly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta proves just a little bit too strong. He's shifted it to the flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Batistuta. Number 5, Neymar.
And
Coming
that's
on the
it.
field, number 10.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Fellow attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks.
Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. He's having a shot! Good try, very good try in fact. Barcelona have their second corner now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's in a great position here. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. That's an excellent interception. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Zanetti. Well, there's the clearance. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Hazard. Pacho. And it's Marquinhos. Foyt. That's Beckham. And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Corner. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Beckham. He's having a go! And he has kept it out somehow.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Looking for the run. Now it's Batistuta. Pacho with the clearance. Oh, he's been caught napping. That is lovely. Cross goes in there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The ball has bounced loose now. Van Dijk. Zanetti. Van Dijk. That has not gone well.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now that's well seen too. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period.
And a quick
Let us see
announcement
what the
today
second
that
half brings.
memorabilia from today's match is now
The
on
midway
sale
point
in
of the
Stadium
game.
Hall.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And the shots! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And claimed it back swiftly. Cleared away. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition.
Big chance! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own shot! Sticks it away! Pacho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to...
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Bellingham. That ball looks a good one. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Great chance here from position A1.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Cannavaro.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Zanetti running with the ball. Aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's straight offside.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 22, Bellingham.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the
15,
obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Serginho. And it's Koulibaly. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And Serginho.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Oh no, this does not look good. Koulibaly. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Serginho. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
That's rather hopeful. Marquinhos. Foyt. Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. And that has been clubbed away. And smartly reclaimed. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Beckham. And the finish! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
24 minutes is number 23, David Beckham.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball. Tries to play it through. Now it's Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! And he's following up! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now, can they get him away? Cleared without complication. And now a sudden chance to counter. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Pacho. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chooses to go back. He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Tries to get it clear. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Neymar. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Messi. Lovely ball and a real chance now. They've got to be quick to recover this. That's really well cleared. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, super find. And a chance! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Marquinhos. Number 51.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field.
So that's
Number
2 now
3,
without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. Maybe 10.
That is
Substitution in progress.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Looking for the run. Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. And he can clear it away. No, again there's no way through. And he's let fly. Rudiger. And it's Neymar. And it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Might be danger here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
But they've got it again. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for options for movement. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Joelinton, and a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar with the short one. Chance! Oh, should have put that away. Neymar. Joelinton. It's a pretty loose pass. And they've got rid. And they're quick to get it back. Joelinton.
4 added minutes has been
Confirmation
indicated.
that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He might be in here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. But And that is as far as it goes. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind.
Picture this, I'm posted, minding my business. Wanna play cool, so I did resist for a little bit, but the whole playlist was lit and then I implement. A little foot tap, then I flick the wrist, and then I twist the hip, and then I thought this cool, I'ma stick with this. You can't tame me, shoulders going crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 wanna dance. I wanna, what you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is move on the boogaloo, I'ma groove my body. I just gotta lose the shoes when that fool get loose, know that you can't stop it. Watch this, look at how I work that pocket, look at how I flow like faucets, how that pop look like robotics. You can't tame me, shoulders gone crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 dance. What you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. Oh, that's the
Put it on the table, don't ask me twice, but the table is cooling. Nonsense.
This is where they want to be, one small step away
Hello,
from greatness.
everybody, and
Win
welcome to
today,
today's match.
and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Neymar. Well, no joy this time. And they've got rid. Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. Drives it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 20. El Hadj Diouf.
So changes already,
Coming on
that
to
is a
replace
bit of a
him
surprise.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Howson. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Neymar picks it up out wide. Howson clears it away. Raul. Beckham. Neymar. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And the pass is intercepted. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, nearly, but not quite. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Azar. And he's been shifted off it. Howson calmly anticipates. Khan with the clearance. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Marquinhos getting this one clear. And it's Rijkaard. Raul. He slipped. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. The major moment in the game. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Picked out brilliant, takes a shot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect. And we hit half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away.
Real chance! And he's found the net! And the second half is off to a flyer! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. And Batistuta! Dispatched clinically. Not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Batistuta. Howson gets across to intercept that. And he's gone looking for safety. Pacho, and he opts to go forward. Rijkaard. Neymar. Great vision. Howson makes the... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now can he... Batistuta! Yes! It is feisty, frenetic, frantic, and the fortunes have flipped. They want this. They really want it.
Wow, this is good. Frighteningly good, Peter. Just about everything that could go well has gone well. If only it could be like this every game.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Raul. Coming on
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, nicely intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Beckham. Done delicately. And that is expertly dealt with.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Neymar! Should have equalised.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Martinez. I think we're just about done here. Hazard looking to run onto it. Claims comfortable.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. That's really well cleared. Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
He's missed, but not by that far. So that's it. It is all over. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Batistuta gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office.
Please grab the tickets you were given when
You look back on the... And it's Neymar, and reclaimed it in a trice.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rijkaard. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly
2
tested.
minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. And we're done. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both...
Late nights chasing that high, dreams clouded in your eyes, conversations fail, you and I, allure of this world, amplified, 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 allure of this world, amplified, amplified, allure of this world, amplified. Losing yourself tonight, try too hard, can't deny. Conversations fail, you and I, allure of this world, amplified, 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 allure of this world, amplified, allure of this world, amplified. Lose yourself tonight. Lose yourself tonight. Lose yourself tonight. Lose yourself tonight. Lose yourself tonight.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Full front threes down the years, but this man Neymar might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
In the first season they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. Pepe gets over and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked out the run. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a lovely pass. That's a decent clearance. Knocks it into space. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? That's a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Neither side yet able to find the net. Great ball, and he's in, and the shot! They've scored!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
The goal scorer after 26 minutes is number 20, Gabriel Batistuta.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real...
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, the ball's gone astray. Tries a shot! He's picked his way through. And they've got rid. That was very necessary. And he's quick. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now this could be a chance. Elise. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Bellingham. Neymar gets it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That is a brilliant interception. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's going to go a long way.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 20, Ritwik.
And he's there to make the challenge.
Taking place.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
But they've got it again. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Beckham.
Might want to be...
And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Drogba. That's good defending, very good defending.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar. Beckham. And he's had a hit! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Puyol has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Beckham is standing over this one.
Substitution.
An opportunity then to pull clear here. De Bruyne! Oh, crossbar! That is some save from
There will
Card!
be 3 minutes added time.
That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. So bring it on. Height expectation already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those...
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And this is Batistuta. Well timed, excellent interception. And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to get it clear. Thinks one through. Header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Threads one in. Delivers the ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Can he get it through? Hazard. Beckham! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Beckham standing over it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho. Rijkaard is
Far away at all.
Hazard tries to pass it through. It's been slipped through. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pacho. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute at a
Hazard
time.
plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Taken back almost at once. Marquinhos. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Beckham. Neymar. McAllister did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. McManaman had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Now it's Batistuta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's managed to get rid. He might be in here! They're urging him to shoot. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 15.
So, third corner of the game.
Coming on the field is...
Up he
number
goes!
22, Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution.
And this is Drogba.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Aimed beyond the defence. McManaman. Could be danger here.
2 added minutes has
2
been
minutes to be
indicated.
added on. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Valverde. McAllister. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack.